DeSantis appoints Ashley Moody to U.S. Senate seat vacated by Marco Rubio. Majority of Americans reject Trump's territorial demands for Greenland and Panama. Meghan Daum reflects on the aftermath of LA wildfires. New York City to get more police on subway. Historic Bronx subway station becomes ADA accessible. French woman defrauded of 830,000 euros by AI-generated Brad Pitt scam. Starmer promises UK-made guns for Ukraine amid ongoing attacks. UK pledges military support to Ukraine amid ongoing conflict. Chinese company to build drone factory in Kazakhstan. Taiwanese fire dancer rescued from scam camp in Myanmar. Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan stabbed in Mumbai home. The rise and fall of women in Bangladesh Revolution. Max prepare for life without Pete Alonso in 2025. Durbo Rajshahi vs Select Strikers match preview and fantasy tips BPL 2025. Good evening, I'm Munshad Muhtadi and welcome to Millennium Nightline News. Let's dive into today's details and keep you updated on the latest events around the world. DeSantis appoints Ashley Moody to U.S. Senate seat vacated by Marco Rubio. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has appointed Attorney General Ashley Moody to fill Marco Rubio's U.S. Senate seat, marking her as only the second woman to represent Florida in the Senate. Moody, a key supporter of DeSantis' conservative initiatives, will serve until the 2026 general election. Known for her work in law enforcement and legal challenges against the Biden administration, she expressed a commitment to advancing the America First agenda. Her appointment also creates a vacancy in the state cabinet for DeSantis to address.
Every day I go to work, every decision that I make, every person I hire, I do so with the understanding that the people of Florida gave me this opportunity, and I want to deliver on what I assured them, and that was we were going to protect their rights, we were going to protect the autonomy of this state, we were going to protect our communities. And I believe that we have done that, and I think we have to take that same direction to the United States Senate.
Majority of Americans reject Trump's territorial demands for Greenland and Panama. A recent poll reveals that most Americans oppose President-elect Donald Trump's controversial demands to regain control of the Panama Canal and acquire Greenland. Trump claimed that the U.S. should reclaim the canal due to rising shipping fees and sought to buy Greenland, citing national security needs spurred by potential mining opportunities as its glacier melts. However, both Panama and Greenland's leaders firmly rejected these assertions, stating that territories are not for sale. The poll showed only 33% in favor of reclaiming the Panama Canal and a mere 28% supporting U.S. ownership of Greenland. Most Americans also opposed the idea of making Canada the 51st state. Meghan Daum reflects on the aftermath of LA wildfires. In a recent podcast, author Meghan Daum shared her personal experience of losing her home in the Palisades fire that has devastated greater Los Angeles. The wildfires have claimed at least 25 lives and destroyed over 12,000 structures, raising questions about fire prevention and city resilience. Dam described the destruction in her neighborhood, stating, "Every house on the block is burned to the ground." As she discusses the impact of these fires, Dam explores what remains of Los Angeles and how it reached the crisis point. New York City to get more police on subway. Governor Kelly Hochul is sending more police officers to the New York City subway system. She wants to make riders feel safe after some scary crimes happened. Starting Monday, there will be police on every overnight train. This is part of a $77 million plan to keep the subway safe. Most crimes happen at night, so the governor is focusing on these hours. She wants to double the number of police in the subway system. Historic Bronx subway station becomes ADA accessible. The Westchester Square, East Tremont Avenue subway station on the 6th line has been remodeled to be fully accessible for all New Yorkers. MTA officials announced the completion of the upgrades on January 15, 2025, making it the first NYC station to open as fully ADA compliant this year. The station, over 100 years old, now features 3 new elevators and 12 upgraded stairways to improve access for the nearly 4,000 daily riders. MTA Chair Jano Lever highlighted the ongoing efforts to make the subway system accessible, despite challenges faced by the nation's aging infrastructure. Women defrauded of €830,000 by AI-generated Brad Pitt scam. A 53-year-old French woman named Anne was scammed out of €830,000 by fraudsters posting as actor Brad Pitt. Believing she was in a romantic relationship with him for over a year, Anne fell victim to a series of deceptive messages and fake photos. After she transferred money under various expenses, including a false medical emergency, her life fell apart, leading to a divorce and multiple suicide attempts. Following public mockery and an online backlash, French broadcaster TF1 cancelled the show featuring Anne's story. An investigation into the scam is now underway, with calls for accountability against the scammers who exploited her emotions. Starmer promises UK-made guns for Ukraine amid ongoing attacks. British Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has pledged to send 150 Sheffield-made artillery barrels to Ukraine as part of a new 100-year partnership. This commitment comes alongside a treaty aimed at increasing military and economic support for Ukraine. Starmer announced the deal during a visit to Kyiv, where he witnessed the impact of war firsthand at a burns hospital. While he was in the city, Russian drones attacked, prompted Ukrainian forces to respond. The artillery is set to arrive in the coming weeks, marking the first production of such barrels in the UK in over 2 decades. We'll be right back after a short break. I'm Munshat Muhtadi. Keep watching Millennium Nightlight News. Tune in every night at 10 p.m. for Millennium Nightlight News with Munshat Muhtadi on Millennium News 24. Get the latest updates from around the world, including breaking news, in-depth reports, and exclusive stories, all delivered with integrity, professionalism, and a commitment to the truth. Whether covering local events, international affairs, or cultural highlights, Moonshot provides comprehensive coverage, ensuring you are always informed and connected. With a focus on accuracy and global perspectives, Millennium News 24 is your trusted source for news that matters. From diverse communities to world-changing stories, we bridge gaps and bring you the most relevant updates. Stay updated by following us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Millennium News 24. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Millennium News 24. You can also watch us on Android, iOS devices, Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Horizon Satellite. Enjoy entertainment and the latest news with us. Download the Millennium News 24 and Millennium TV 24. Our websites are millenniumnews24.com and millenniumtv24.com. Stay ahead of the curve with Millennium Nightlight News, only on Millennium News 24 because the truth matters. Welcome back after the break. I'm Munshat Muhtadi and you're watching Millennium Nightline News. Taiwanese fire dancer rescued from scam camp in Myanmar. Pan, a 27-year-old Taiwanese fire dancer, was kidnapped in Thailand after responding to a fake job ad on Facebook. He was taken to a notorious scam facility in Myanmar, where he faced torture and was held for ransom. Say endured severe beatings and was confined to a small room with threats from armed captors. He witnessed fellow victims from various countries also suffering. Fortunately, after his family reported him missing to authorities, he was rescued in a joint operation by Taiwanese and Thai police. Say is now back home and aims to help others still trapped in similar situation. Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan was stabbed in Mumbai home. Saif Ali Khan, a popular Bollywood actor, was hospitalized after being stabbed multiple times during an apparent robbery at his Mumbai home. His wife, Kareena Kapoor Khan, and their children were unharmed, but a female employee was injured. Following surgery for a serious spinal injury, doctors reported that Khan is recovering well. The incident was raised concerns about security, as many prominent figures expressed shock over the attack. Police are actively searching for the perpetrator and have increased their presence in Khan's residence. Majority of Americans reject Trump's territorial demands for Greenland and Panama. A recent poll reveals that most Americans oppose President-elect Donald Trump's controversial demands to regain control of the Panama Canal and acquire Greenland. Trump claimed that the U.S. should reclaim the canal due to rising shipping fees and sought to buy Greenland, citing national security needs sparked by potential mining opportunities as its glacier melts. However, both Panama and Greenland's leaders firmly rejected these assertions, stating that territories are not for sale. The poll showed only 33% in favor of reclaiming the Panama Canal and a mere 28% supporting U.S. ownership of Greenland. Most Americans also opposed the idea of making Canada the 51st state. The rise and fall of women in Bangladesh Revolution. In the summer of 2024, Bangladeshi women played a crucial role in an uprising against Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who had ruled for 15 years. Their participation transformed protests into a nationwide movement, leading to Hasina's quick departure from power. However, after the initial success, women found themselves sidelined in decision-making roles as men took over leadership positions. Despite the hopes for equality, the once unified movement fragmented, diminishing women's voices and visibility in the new political landscape. The struggles for representation continue amidst rising tensions in the country. Let's have a glance at the world of sports. Anthony Edwards calls out Timberwolves starters for slow starts and rebounding issues. After a narrow 116-115 loss to the Golden State Warriors, Anthony Edwards criticized the Minnesota Timberwolves starting lineup for their struggling starts and poor rebounding. The Timberwolves fell behind 34-12 in the first quarter, leading to the loss. Edwards emphasized the need for the starters to bring more energy from the beginning of games and highlighted boxing out as a crucial aspect of the improvement, especially after being outbounded by the Warriors. He believes that the better performance in these areas would help the team win more games in the second half of the season. Mets prepare for life without Pete Alonso in 2025. The New York Mets are increasingly believing the slugger Pete Alonso will sign with other team. Ongoing contract talks have stalled. Reports indicate that the team is pivoting to alternate plans, viewing Alonso's departure as the most likely scenario. Despite his impressive stats and status as a key player since 2019, negotiations have hit a snag over financial terms. Alonso's camp has not accepted a 3-year offer with opt-out options, prompting the Mets to urge him to make a season soon as they explore other roster possibilities before spring training. DeSantis appoints Ashley Moody to U.S. Senate seat vacated by Marco Rubio. Majority of Americans reject Trump's territorial demands for Greenland and Panama. Meghan Daum reflects on the aftermath of LA wildfires. New York City to get more police on subway. Historic Bronx subway station becomes ADA accessible. French woman defrauded of 830,000 euros by AI-generated Brad Pitt scam. Starmer promises UK-made guns for Ukraine amid ongoing attacks. UK pledges military support to Ukraine amid ongoing conflict. Chinese company to build drone factory in Kazakhstan. Taiwanese fire dancer rescued from scam camp in Myanmar. Bollywood star Saif Ali Khan stabbed in Mumbai home. The Rise and Fall of Women in Bangladesh Revolution. Mares prepare for life without Pete Alonso in 2025. Durbo Rajshahi vs Select Strikers match preview and fantasy tips BPL 2025. Millennium News 24. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Millennium News 24. You can watch us on Android and iOS devices, as well as on Apple TV, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Horizon Satellite TV, and all smart TV platforms. Enjoy entertainment and the latest news with us. Download the Millennium TV apps, Millennium TV USA for Android and Millennium News on Google. Thank you for being a part of Millennium News 24. Thanks again for staying with us. I'm Munshat Muhtadi. Stay tuned for the next news. Have a good night.